I didn't think of anything but staying alive.
Lamia Hauter is a 25-year-old Yemeni-American pre-medical student. She came to the United States in 2016, having fled the Yemeni civil war. Hauter's goal is to become a doctor, a dream she had to fight for against all odds.
Unfortunately, education in my country and specifically in my family is not highly valued, especially for women. My family, like back then, used to believe that women were born and raised just to get married, to get pregnant, and that's pretty much it. And that created a huge conflict also to begin with, because I'm the first one to graduated high school from my family. And now I'm the first one to apply to college, and then telling them that I want to pursue higher education, not only a bachelor degree, I'm looking for an extra 13 years of education. That was another conflict that, I have to deal with my family. After I graduated high school in 2014 and, getting all these scholarships to study medicine worldwide in, Jordan and other countries, it was that time when, my family was like, sorry, you can't do it. It's either, if you want to do medicine, you would have to do it in your country, not even in my country, but only in Taiz, in my city.
Lamia was 18 years old in 2014 when the war in Yemen broke out. She had just started preparing for the medical school entrance exam when the first airstrike hit Taiz.
What can you tell us about conditions in Taiz?
It was unexpected, and the whole city came to a standstill. Lamia couldn't find transportation to get back home that day. She walked the entire distance, and when she reached, the glass in her home had all shattered, and her family was in shock.
But then after that, there was another airstrike, and it's that moment when a bomb hit our house. It was in the first floor, and I don't know, that moment, I felt like literally I'm not gonna make it. We were seeing people killed in the street, people who no one can go and help. Otherwise, if we did, we're gonna be killed next to them. They were shooting us, they were shooting people. I did saw women get raped. I did saw a person get killed in the street, and I just couldn't help. Yeah. It was really a turning point in our life. That's the time when we realized that there's no hope in this country where we can make our dreams a reality. 2 years later, when we realized that things were not getting any way better, that's the time when I decided it's just better for me to leave. When I was finally in the plane, it was one of the worst feelings ever that I felt in my entire life. The reason being is that I traveled alone, but I feel like I lose myself already in the war. The moment that I landed in the USA, I felt so grateful. When I came, the most I was able to say is hello, thank you, and my name is Lamia. So it was a huge struggle, and that's why I started with ESL classes. It was not easy at all, because while learning the language, you have all these negative thoughts, that people will judge me, people will not accept me for different reasons, for the way I talk, my accent, the way I dress, my religion, my perspectives, and what I believe in.
Although Lamia never grew up in the United States, she was naturalized as a U.S. citizen at 8 years old. Her father lived in the U.S. and owned several stores in New York to support his family. Today, her brothers run several of these stores in the city.
I'm taking the MCAT in May 13th, and at this point, I'm not ready yet to take it, but I think by then I should be ready. When I was young, I think I was only 13 years old. Back then, I lost my dad due to cancer, and unfortunately, he was misdiagnosed. So if the doctor were able to, correctly diagnose him early on, he would have been alive. So that's really what drove me to become a doctor and pursue such a career. I'm very, very optimistic about life. No matter what we have gone through, I know that this life is worth living, every single moment of it. And I just can't wait for that moment where I'm going to be putting my white coat on and be like, Dad, see your daughter make it.